All right, everyone. It is right after 10 a.m., so we're about 10 hours into Abilene Gives the fourth annual. Katie Alford, you have already had some fun today, right?
I have had some fun. I got a pie in the face, and that was a good thing because that meant that we had reached $100,000 in donations, and we're even more than that right now.
Yeah, so more than $200,000, and we've got a lot of nonprofits here kind of helping us kick off the day to help us get going. So let's go ahead and go down from my screen. So Mark Rogers, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, y'all ready for today?
We are. We have a special guest showing up. He might have already shown up on our Facebook. We have Marv the Mentor Minotaur, who is kind of our mascot. He was confused he thought we were calling for all mentors or all minotaurs, and he showed up. And so he's going to make an appeal later on. So that's Marv, the Mentor Minotaur. So we're excited about that.
Love that.
It's really just me.
We didn't know that, Mark. We didn't know that. Very good. All right. Now, Kevin Smith with the Abilene Philharmonic. What are you guys hoping for today?
Hey, it's been a great day so far. We've already broken pretty much records for our Abilene Giving Day in number of donations. We actually just dropped our virtual orchestra on Facebook, so everyone should go check that out. We have members of the Abilene Philharmonic performing a Bach fugue, which was extremely difficult to throw together, but Richard Riedel, our operations manager, he did a really great job, and that's live now if everyone wants to go check that out.
And on y'all's Facebook, right?
Yep.
All right, Mr. Dan Cox with Noah Project. What are y'all hoping for today?
Well, we're ready for a great day. We're expecting good things from Abilene, and we're so proud to be a part of the community and part of these great nonprofit organizations. And we hope Abilene is really ready to jump into this and help all these organizations have a good day.
And you guys really do need, the help more than ever right now. Is that right?
Yeah, we can't close, and we still have people who need our services, and so our shelter is still open, and we're still providing care and services, outreach services for those who are in danger. So we're ready to go.
All right, Miss Erica Parker with the Grace Museum in downtown Abilene. You guys, what are you guys hoping for today?
Well, we're already doing really well, and we won one of the prizes this morning, so we were really excited for that. So, but we're going to do an Instagram live a little bit later on. So if you want to grab on that, we'll have a couple of our board members and our staff. I'll do a tour of our exhibition space. So we just, really thankful for the community for this. And, a lot of us were losing revenue, not having the doors open or events and classes. So this is really helpful for us to be able to kind of get jump started again when we can open up our doors. So we're really excited. So thank you to the community and our board and staff for everything that they've been doing during these times.
Love that. And it looks like everyone's kind of, obviously we're having to use social media, literally for everything. And I know the Junior League, Taylor, you guys have a lot of Facebook Lives planned today, right?
Yeah, I just got off of one actually at 9 o'clock, and I'll be on it again at 9 p.m. But we have one going on at 3 that goes over all of our sponsorship levels. We are putting all of our donations into children in poverty and feeding them and giving them school supplies and hygiene kits. And at 7 o'clock, we're going to have 3 Junior League members that are also teachers go live and kind of explain how our projects affect the children that they see every single day in their classroom and how Junior League affects the community from an outside perspective. So if you want to join on Facebook Live later, that's what we'll have going on.
Very good. Another organization that's been doing a lot of work during the pandemic, Global Samaritan Resources, and Michael Bob, you guys have a lot going on, right?
Yeah, we do. I mean, a lot of our work happens behind the scenes, and that continues today as we support a lot of local nonprofits. And we're just really thankful today to the Community Foundation and Katie Alford for helping put this together. Many of us have used Abilene Gives in the past to supplement our normal scheduled fundraisers, but those normal scheduled fundraisers have gone away. So for a lot of us, this will be our only fundraiser for the last few months heading into the next few months. So we're just really appreciative of that effort. And, you know, with all the uncertainty around us, you know, there are some things that won't change. And one of those things is Abilene always has been a giving community. That's why all these nonprofits are based here and always will be. And we're just thankful for the support we get from the community, and we need it now more than ever.
Very good. And whatever Michael Bob said, that a lot of us have had fundraisers canceled. A lot of nods there. Raise your hand if you've had to cancel a fundraiser in the last couple months or coming up soon. Pretty much almost everyone, right? All right, Haley, Big Brothers Big Sisters, you guys canceled Bowl for Kids' Sake, right?
We actually have moved it right now, hoping to have it this summer or this fall. We still need those funds to help out more kids here in Abilene. So we're relying heavily this spring on Abilene Gives and hoping to have our other events in the fall.
Very good. Love to hear that. Stephanie De La Garza, she's with the Abilene Zoo. The Abilene Zoo, you guys are reopening soon, but the fact that we weren't reopened, we were closed for a little while, has really hurt, right?
Yeah, so we normally see 88,000 people through our gates from March 17th through the day that we're planning on reopening, which is about an $840,000 budget, a loss of revenue. And so it definitely creates a big budget deficit for the zoo. And so Abilene Gives Day has been tremendous. We have, I think last I checked, over 125 donors on our Abilene Gives campaign. We're incredibly thankful. All of that money is going to go back to providing care for the animals. Just to feed the giraffe herd alone for a month is $2,500. So we have over 1,000 animals, 275 species. It's a pretty tall order, so we certainly appreciate everyone's support.
Wow. And the animals are
tall order.
gotta put in those puns.
And Stephanie, those animals, they're doing well though. They're all cared for and everything, right?
They are. The giraffes definitely miss the public. They will be very excited when we reopen. But our team is going up to the feed deck and feeding them romaine throughout the day as well. So, but they'll definitely be excited to see everyone back. All the animals are doing great here.
Very good. All right. Next, Paul Wallace with Communities in Schools. And so, you know, I chatted with Paul a couple of weeks ago, and, you know, the name Communities in Schools, you know, it kind of says it all. Kids are not in school right now. How are y'all doing?
Well, it's been quite a change up in our processes. Typically, our people are on a campus full time with students every day, day in and day out. And when that opportunity got the doors closed, we've had to adjust, just like everybody has. You know, my wife is a teacher, and I've been watching her teach online, which has been a change up for the school system as a whole. But our people continue to work with our case managed students across the big country. We have just under 1,300 students on our case management list this year across the big country, and we're doing our best to continue to work with them on a weekly basis. We've been delivering meals. We're averaging just under 500 meals to middle school and high school students that we take to their front door every Friday morning. So that they have food for the weekend when the grab-and-go meals are not available on campuses. But probably most importantly, we are continuing to work with our students on social emotional support during this kind of uncertain time, high anxiety time for families and especially for kids. And so Abilene Gives Day is fantastic for us in the fact that it allows us to raise support financially, but most importantly, I hope to raise awareness in our community of the students every day who have the need of a community to surround them, and all of these great nonprofits help to do that. And so I'm thankful to be in this conversation just with partners who care about our community and the well-being of our community. And thank you, Travis, for inviting us into this conversation.
Very good, Paul. Thank you so much. All right. Next up, Ms. Tucker Smith with AYSA. You guys got a brand new building, and so you know it's not fun that we're not able to use it right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, y'all understand it's frustrating when you have something that is going to be so cool for the community, and we kind of had to be stalled on that. But yeah, we're excited. I mean, the blessing is AYSA has been around for a long time without a gym, without the Dodge Jones Youth Sports Center, and so we've been able to still try to continue to reach the community and encourage kids. You know, we posted probably around 70 different challenges, just sport challenges, fitness challenges on all our social media. So trying to keep kids engaged. But yes, we are anxious to get back into into the facility, and we're excited. So like all of y'all, I mean, we've been up since midnight kind of manning all the social media, and this is such a cool opportunity. So thank you, Katie and Travis, all of y'all for organizing this. And just like everybody has said so far, the community is already such a generous community, and we so appreciate the support. So it's exciting to see how the day ends up. But yeah, we're very grateful.
Love that. And tell me a little bit about, I see Brandon has some like Zoom basketball workouts, right?
He does, yeah. So he started basically offering, like, I'll send out a link to any kids who want to join me in a workout. And he's had 50 or 60 kids on each Zoom, like an hour basketball workout. Basically, they're all doing virtual. So that's been cool. And each week the numbers continue to grow. So I think we're all seeing everybody's more and more ready to kind of get out and going. So yeah, that's been cool that he's been doing that.
Very good. All right. And a place that is reopening, kind of limited today, is the Taylor Jones Humane Society. Right, Melissa?
That's right. We're going to try to open for a few hours today, just so people can come in. We do have animals still for adoption, but we're hoping to get some good donations because we've got lots of projects going on. And the latest one is the acquisition of the Pet Haven Pet Cemetery. And we are turning that into a, well, so it's been here for years, but we're going to lower the prices and make it more accessible to people who really want a place to bury their animals and be able to go and visit and make it beautiful.
Wow, that's amazing. And you guys have still been adopting out animals still. You know, you get some Facebook messages and people want a dog right now, right?
Yeah, and I even ended up with another one. So, yeah, we've managed to get some animals adopted, and we have one that somebody found and turned out they have parvo, so they're at the vet. So that's a lot of money that we're about to spend, and hopefully she'll make it through it. And we have a project in Anson. It's actually Holly, a man who has more dogs than you can ever imagine. And we're trying to help the Anson Animal Control get some tested for heartworm. We're taking in some of the puppies, and we're trying to work with them to so she can get that area under control too.
All right.
So we're a lot going on, and we could use donations badly.
Very good. All right. And Cynthia Pearson with Day Nursery, man, you guys have been working especially hard right now, right, Cynthia? You're muted. There we go.
There we go. Okay. So yes, we, Day Nursery Abilene has been one of those essential services during all of this COVID-19 time, because parents have got to work, and our number one employer are people who are in the medical field. So we got to have those medical people working. And then those that work in grocery stores and restaurants. So those have been critical to our entire community, of course. And so we are, you know, we're just fortunate that we are still able to be here. And we also have, you know, lost quite a bit of income because we did have some of our families that were able to withdraw temporarily, you know, as they were working from home or had a family member that could take care of children. So we immediately were seeing a $10,000 a week loss in our income. And so we're just trying to recoup that a little bit at a time, and asking people to just contribute for the cost of a day of childcare, which is $30. So that's what we're doing for Abilene Gives, and we again appreciate the opportunity, and it's always fun. And we've posted a lot of fun stuff on our Facebook page, and just appreciate the community support. There's a lot of good causes here, and we just are very grateful.
Very good. And Cynthia, how long have you been at day nursery now?
A long time. Since 1991.
Wow. So
I'm an oldie. I'm a goodie, but I'm an oldie.
I pulled some archive of KTAB from 1995, and I saw you in it, so I knew you'd been there a while.
I was a baby then, just a baby, just a kindergartner.
Hey, but tell me, in 30 years, you never thought you'd see something like this, right?
No, absolutely not. In fact, our year started out with a bang. It was awesome. We opened a brand new center, a collaborative partnership in town, which was wonderful. We did that in January. We were fortunate to have a great fundraiser on Valentine's Day, our Dueling Pianos event, which was so much fun and raised some money. And then March, coronavirus hit, and wow, have things changed for us as well as everybody else in the community. So we were fortunate, like I said, to have our fundraiser in February. We are now trying to figure out whether we want to go ahead and move forward with our October Putt for Children event. So I think there are a lot of us in that boat trying to figure out, do we move forward or do we not? Because your first step is sponsorships. And do you do it? Do you not?
All right. We'll talk with Katie in just a second again, but Jen Rogers with the world's okayest mom, and our mamas and our dads, they're all working especially hard right now. And so what are y'all doing?
So right now we're trying to make sure that we're supporting moms who are in need without a crisis in place. But as you can imagine, we have lots of moms staying home with kiddos and teaching and working from home on top of trying to teach their children. I know I have a full-time job, and I'm trying to run World's Okayest Mom along with my amazing admins and team. And I also have 3 kids who are fun and excited about being home, but not so much about doing schoolwork. So as you can imagine, it's just stressful. It's stressful to be home in this capacity. For the first couple of days, it's lots of fun. And then you realize, oh no one's going anywhere, and we still have to try to make life work. So we're just trying to point moms in the right direction to obtain resources that they need in an immediate circumstance. But if we can be of service to them in any way, we're trying to do that. And so just like any, situation like this, we had a lot of ground coverage during like Hurricane Harvey, but we know that the residual effects are going to be major for these families, especially with job loss and things like that going on. So we're trying to make sure we have all the tools in our tool belt to help moms for a long time. Very good. All right. And helping those who are literally on the very front lines is the APF, the Abilene Police Foundation. And Mrs. Joy Ellinger, what are y'all up to?
Hey, good morning, Travis. Thanks for having us on. We are out raising money to serve those that serve us. So the purpose of Abilene Police Foundation is to help officers and their families and other members of the Abilene Police Department with any financial emergencies that come up, financial needs. We've done a lot with assisting with grants that when people had their homes affected in the tornado, with medical emergencies that come up. And also we've been able to purchase some equipment for the department that was not covered in the city budget. So we have felt the effects of the coronavirus while also taking care of, I think there's 12 to 13 members as of today that have been diagnosed with COVID-19 from the Abilene Police Department. So we do whatever we can to assist them.
Very good work you guys are doing as well. So good.
Thank you.
All right. Next, Ms. Trish Dressen with the NICL, the National Center for Children's Illustrated Literature. Say that in one breath. You guys are doing some cool things with Facebook and social media as well, right?
Yes, thank you so much. We, part of our mission is to provide all of this programming that celebrates the art from children's picture books for free to the public. So when we had to close our doors, I think we were the first cultural entity to actually officially close. It was kind of this overwhelming sense and this we felt so obligated to bring some type of programming back immediately that we could give back to the community for free. So we put on our thinking hats and came up with the Yes to Access program, which we explore a different children's picture book every week and have art activities and extensions around not only the art, but certainly, the topic of the book. So it's been really rewarding. We've had over 100,000 people engage from 17 different states and a couple countries, which is crazy. And so, the love for children's picture book art is near, certainly in Abilene and far.
And y'all want to keep it all free, right?
We want to keep it all free. That's right. So we're hard at work today. We know that this is a challenging time for so many. And so we've really tried to just keep it kind of light and fun. Our board chair, Erica Hall, put together some really hysterical videos that I hope will give people a little reprieve. I read this quote at the beginning of all of this, that the people are looking to the doctors and the scientists for answers, but they're looking to the arts for some sense of peace. And so if we can provide a little bit of laughter today and a little bit of lightheartedness, we'll take it.
Love that. All right, Katie. She's the CEO of the Community Foundation. Katie, there are 14 nonprofits represented here on this call here today, and this is just a one shoulder of what you guys are doing today. What does it mean for you to see everyone working together like this, and especially during these hard times?
I just love that these nonprofits are taking this opportunity and using it to their advantage and using it to tell their stories and to tell their needs and to hopefully rally donor support around them. This is about 10% of the representation of the nonprofits that are signed up. And I just think it's amazing that we have so many nonprofits who have a passion for what they do and a love, and they have those donors who love what they do as well. And I love what Abilene Gives means is that a donor can find anything that they want to support. I mean, you could look at all of the nonprofits. There's something out there for everybody. And I love that it only takes $10 to support. And the collective impact of what those $10 gifts can make for these organizations is significant. And you've heard the stories today that a lot of them have had to cancel fundraisers. A lot of them are questioning even if they can rebook them in the fall. And will we be able to do those? And this is a very trying and challenging time for them. And I just love that they've kind of embraced this opportunity and really are trying to find ways to help their nonprofits really just kind of make it through this season. And hopefully we'll be on the other side soon of this. But I just appreciate what everybody does and what everybody stands for in all of the nonprofits that are represented today. And I just wish them all the best of luck. And I'm really excited. I think we're going to be blown away by the totals at the end of the day. And I just think that's representative of Abilene and how supportive they are of our Abilene nonprofits. I get chills I just got chills whenever I thought about kind of where we're going to end today. I think everybody's going to be surprised.
Right. That's one thing Abilene does is we support each other. So I think that's the message at the end of the day. Some amazing community partners all here today. Just a couple of the more than 130 nonprofits who need our help more than ever. AbileneGives.org. And I will stop that. All right, guys. Thank y'all all so much. I will be putting this online right now, okay?
Thank you, Travis.
Thank y'all. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks, Travis.
Bye.
Bye.
Good luck, everybody.